Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on balloons. It's actually balloons. No buh. You know something interesting? My voice is gone. It's not so interesting. It might even be expected at this point. Something interesting. And there are two types of flies that I see in my house sometimes. And the most common one is definitely the normal flat black little ones. But then there are the bigger green ones. It's interesting to me that those even exist. What evolutionary advantage does it provide? I don't know. Doesn't really matter though. I don't have to ponder upon the evolutionary merit of a fly species when I could play this game instead. And I hope you're enjoying the not Peggle streams, but Peggle videos, actually. I hope you're enjoying the Subnautica streams, is what I wanted to say. Mix up the words right there. I got a lot of ideas recently on the possibilities, the things I could make. And I wonder if they would work. I haven't talked about it yet, but I've seen The Exorcist lately. The first and the third, not the second. And I really disliked both of them. I thought they were really bad. And they're just not good horror movies, and they're not good story-wise. What's the meaning of The Exorcist? I don't know. The devil is bad? That's a interesting moral from a book or a movie or media in general. I've never heard that one. The devil is bad. Crazy. Where did they get that idea from? Yeah, I just find them exhausting. It's such a long movie and nothing happens in it. The ending is the same as the beginning with the girl. The only thing that changes is they actually exorcise her. Oh, perfect. I think the biggest problem might be that the devil... What does he have to gain from this? From possessing a girl? No, I'm gonna I want the world to be filled with sorrow, so I'm gonna possess a little girl. Oh no! The world's over! It's such a bizarre plan. I could do more damage to the world with this one video. Not gonna though. I'd rather not do that. I forget how it happens, but the priest says that the church needs sufficient evidence that it's a possession. Meaning they need the girl to speak in a language she's never learned. But then she speaks backwards, and then he can exorcise her. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I don't know. And I really don't understand that movie. It doesn't make any sense to me. There are a lot of movies like that I dislike, actually. Wow. Yeah, I guess so. I'm not so confident in saying I dislike it because I'm gonna be talking about. I wanted to say that I didn't enjoy The Breakfast Club. The characters just don't make sense to me. When they're fighting and they're making threats and then they smoke or something and then they're saying like, oh, come on, next week I'm gonna be your best friend. What do you mean? Nuh-uh, I don't believe you. You were just about to kill this person. How are you gonna be their friend? I don't know. I guess friendship means something different to them. Okay, so here's a scene I've been well, I haven't really been thinking about it a lot, but I thought of it just now. I guess spoilers for Superman 2, the movie that came out in 1978 or something. Near the end of the movie, Superman has in his little fortress of solitude, he has a chamber that has red light red starlight, or whatever, that drains his, well, I guess it just gets rid of his powers entirely, debatably. It's not very clear as to what it is or how it works, but Superman loses his powers if he gets hit by the light, I guess. I would say so. It's not very clear again. So towards the end of the movie, he's fighting General Zod and the two other goobers that don't matter. None of them really matter, but irregardless of that. He's fighting them. They have the same powers as him because they're Kryptonians. Kryptonians? Yeah. They're Kryptonians. So they have the same powers. So that means if they get hit by the red light, they're also gonna lose their powers. So Superman jumps into the chamber that is supposed to take away his powers. And then it gets turned on. And then General Zod and the rest of the goobers lose their powers. But Superman doesn't. Do you know about Superman's Fortress of Solitude? It's made of crystals. Very clear crystals. You can see through them. By virtue of that, it means the light can pass through it. Meaning Superman should also have been affected by that light. He should have also been affected by the light, meaning he should have lost his powers as well. And I thought the movie was actually going to do that. I was thinking, oh, this is a logical scenario now. Superman, he goes into the chamber, he's like, oh, I'm accepting my defeat. I'm accepting my defeat, General Zod. And then I would figure, he goes in, he does the power thing, and since the room he goes in, the little chamber, is clear, Superman's gonna use it, he's gonna actually lose his powers, but then General Zod and the rest of the goobers don't realize that the light would hit them and they would lose their powers as well. So Superman would come out, and then he would start beating on them with the help of Lex Luthor and Lois Lane. But no, Superman keeps his powers, even though he goes into the chamber that is designed specifically to get rid of his powers. Superman is the only one in the chamber, by the way. I think that might be the worst part of it. Superman is the only one in the chamber. It just doesn't work in any way. If the light can penetrate through the chamber, then that's fine, it makes sense, because the light passes through the crystals. It does make sense. But Superman is in the chamber. In the chamber designed to take away his powers, and he doesn't lose his powers. That makes no sense. There's no clear sign that you could change the settings of the lose your power thing with the little console he has, the terminal in his secret Fortress of Solitude. And they could have shown that in the movie if there was any clear thing. But no, there isn't. So it just doesn't make any darn sense at all. It's just so damn stupid. Another problem I have with the movie. In the beginning, Superman is, well, there's two problems in this scene. Paris is gonna blow up, and France too, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they said it's gonna destroy all of France. So Superman, he learns about this, and he says, oh no, that's pretty dangerous, that's bad. So he flies to Paris. And it takes him forever. So he goes to Paris, And then the bomb is on an elevator. So Superman lifts up the elevator, and guess where he goes? Guess where he goes? He goes past the moon. He goes beyond the moon in about 5 seconds. So it takes Superman more than 5 seconds to get from New York to Paris. But then it takes him 5 seconds to get from Paris to the moon. Well, actually beyond the moon. So, what is there to say about that scene then? Does Superman not care about France? Did he not care? That's the only thing that really makes sense. He's fast as hell. And it's not a, I can't fly fast near buildings and stuff, I don't want to hit them. Fucking New York to Paris, you gotta cross over the ocean. The ocean. There's nobody living there. So that's one problem with that scene. Takes away from Superman's character as the savior, a good guy. Takes that away from him. But another big problem. After he goes to the moon, he throws the bomb away, and it explodes in outer space. That's fine. That's fine. But then, there's a little chamber that locked away General Zod and the rest of them. And that's flying around in space, which is already a problem in itself. That's also a problem because they made that... The entire movie is a problem, really. When one piece doesn't work, a million other pieces break too. So on Krypton, they don't have spaceships. Because if they did, then Superman's dad and mom would be alive. But they do have a little escape pod for babies, I guess, specifically and only. Which I find stupid. I find it really dumb. But whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. So they don't have spaceships. They do have little baby escape pods. But then they also... You know what they do have? They don't have spaceships. But they have space prisons. Which seems kind of stupid, right? It seems kind of illogical. Because on their planet, there's plenty of room to build anything. Because nobody lives on the surface of their planet. You could build a prison there. And they have technology that imprisons people very easily. It's shown to us in the movie. General Zod and the two others get completely stopped. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Zod is begging with the guy. He's saying, please, please let us go. He can't escape. The little stupid two rings are keeping him stuck there forever. 3 people stuck there. Make that ring a little bit bigger, and then bam. If you need to throw more people in, there's plenty of room. From what I see, there's only Zod and the rest of them who are prisoners anyway, so why does it matter? Why do you even have a space prison when you don't have any prisoners? It doesn't make sense to me. So that's another thing that annoys me. Really, it does. But the worst part... that prison, that space prison... It's in Earth's... It's around Earth. It's around the moon. Which I already find stupid. I guess it flew away from Krypton. They were locked. Okay. Here's another thing. Zod and the rest of them are locked away on that day. So there's the day they get locked away. So then the guy who... Superman's father, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Superman's father It's saying that the whole planet is gonna be destroyed in 30 days. So there's the day they get locked away, which is 30 days before the planet gets destroyed. And then there's the day the planet gets destroyed. The planet gets destroyed by a supernova because the star blows up. At least I think it's a supernova. I would say so. It looks like it. So the planet gets destroyed by the supernova. Well, I actually don't know if that's true. Yeah, it gets blown up by the supernova. So it gets blown up by the supernova. So it's gone now. It's demolished. And so, in the first Superman movie, Lex Luthor says that the debris from the planet Krypton came to Earth in the form of asteroids and landed on Earth. And it took 3 years, I'm pretty sure he says. 3 years to get from Krypton blown up. Krypton is blown up. All the debris, not all the debris, but some of the debris is sent to Earth. And it lands on Earth after 3 years. So it blows up, 3 years pass, lands on Earth. So that means the prison that Zod is in, he's put in the prison on that day, on that first day. 30 days pass, the planet is destroyed. So in that span of 30 days, it means the prison of General Zod has gone from there outside of the range of a supernova. How do I know this? It's because the whole thing, the prison they're held in is destroyed by a little bomb made from Earth. It's only gonna destroy Paris, so it's not that big. It's not a nuke or anything. It's nothing gigantic. Alright, well, it's only gonna destroy France. France is relatively small. So it's gonna destroy France, but it's not that big of a bomb. But it destroys the prison they're in. It does. So that means the prison would have to have escaped the explosion of the supernova, because a supernova would destroy more than just Paris or France, obviously. And so it means the prison got out of the range of a supernova in around 30 days. At most, it took a month. So that's interesting. It means it's going super fast. It's going really fast. Another problem about that, it would have to have been going towards Earth to actually make it to Earth. So it's going fast enough to escape the supernova in a month. Not even a month, really. In only 30 days. It escapes the supernova in 30 days. That means it's going pretty darn fast. But then it takes Superman, what, 3 years to get to Earth, they say? Or at least I've heard that. I don't know if that's true. But I know for a fact, it takes 3 years for the debris of the planet to get to Earth. So I guess they were intentionally launching them to Earth? That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Because you don't just accidentally fly from one solar system to another in, well, not 30 days, but you escape the range of a supernova in 30 days? I would think it means they have to have been thrown. So, it must mean that the people of Krypton intentionally sent them to Earth. The father of Superman states clearly that Superman is going to gain some powers since he goes to Earth because they have a yellow star in that solar system. So it kind of implies that they sent the worst of Krypton. Basically, I'm not going to say that. But, they're going to send the worst people they have to Earth, where they're going to gain superpowers. Since Superman is so darn strong, I feel like he could do the damage of a little bomb. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, basically free Superman. Wow. I don't really know how the power works in Superman because the girl says, "Help me lift up this bus." But Superman can do that. By himself. And Zod. And I would assume the other guy. I don't know. Bizarre. So I'm not a fan of that at all. Oh, another point I wanted to make is that, since they got there after the asteroids from Krypton, it means they must have been stopped or slowed down somehow. Either that or they got stuck in the moon's orbit. They're just stuck around the moon, I guess. And nobody saw them. Just interesting to me. Anyway, I won. It doesn't matter. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Superman nonsense.